Back when we were still exchanging Valentine's Day cards, none of us could have imagined that a virus would basically shut down much of the world, throwing financial markets into turmoil. Well, imagine all the people who'd been looking forward to 2020 as the year that they were finally going to be able to retire. I can't imagine the feelings they're going through right now, Dolph, but have you had any clients who are now rethinking their retirement plans because of what's happening?
Clients or prospects?
Well, I guess both. The people you're talking to.
Well, clients, no. Prospects, yes.
Okay.
And the reason of it is a lot of the prospects, they live in the theory of all the eggs in one basket, and they have their stocks or bonds or munis and stuff like that with their either do it themselves or their advisor. With myself, the clients I'm working with, we set a goal and we found out on I like to focus on worst case scenario. Most of my true client base, they have multiple advisors. They have my side for the guaranteed side, and they have the other side for the risk side. And what we focus on with my client base is finding, hey, this is what your income's going to be, this is what you're going to have in spare, and this is what's protected from market turmoil. Now, the prospects I'm talking to, and I'm not going to mention names on the air. I've had some crazy stories over the last couple of weeks, Kristen, but there's one individual that lives out in Mooresville, super nice guy, and he was going to retire June 1st. Well,
okay.
he's lost about $1.3 million of his portfolio. He had a $3 million retirement nest egg, and he was doing good, and he was thinking, hey, once we get this set, we're going to set the income stream on with you, Dolph, and boom. But he stuck it out with his certain advisor, and unfortunately, he's taken a big dip, and he's trying to play catch-up. He says, well, now he had to tell his company, I'm sticking in it for another year because he's going to hope that everything bounces back within the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's risk versus guaranteed. People have to decide which avenue they want to go with. And it's scary, Kristen. The craziest thing, and Jeff and I talk about this every day. We talk about this with clients and people yourself. You and I talk about we are now living in the world of the unknown. Mm-hmm. We're in the middle of April. We're supposed to be taxes were supposed to be paid this week.
Now we've got till July, right?
We got a 3-week payment until July. One of the things like RMDs, people don't have to take their RMDs out this year. Those have been skipped by the government. There's a lot of unknowns that people aren't getting told out there. But the unknown is, when is this going to end? When is the world going to open up? And when the doors do start opening up again, how are we going to react? What's going to happen on Wall Street? What's going to happen in China? What's going to happen in Russia? What's going to happen with the elections? These are a lot of questions you have to ask yourself. And now's a good time to ask yourself, put this stuff on an outline and start doing a checkbox on it. At the end of the day, though, is what do you want to protect when it comes to your financial portfolio? And now that we know all this health things have been going on, life insurance is another thing you might want to think about. It's like, God forbid, if this happens now, what happens in 4 or 5 years from now? And I'm not having the right medical plan. Jeff, how many people are affected by that?
Many are, and good point, Dolph. At the end of the day, we've got some spare time on our hands, so now's a great time to look at a number of different insurance products that impact your lifestyle and out-of-pocket expenses, and where all can I save, and on your side of the table, what guarantees do I want to establish? It seems like every advisor seems to have the best mousetrap. One thing we all know is that everyone agrees on is that diversification is important, whether it's stocks, bonds, ETFs, buffer ETFs, variable annuities, whatever that might be. At the end of the day, if you got all your eggs in one basket, then you need to make yourself aware that you've got that risk associated with it.